Hey everybody, GReimer here coming at you once again from Cerro Gordo Zoo. And how is your Friday? Mine's doing pretty good. I had to work overtime. I mean, even with the overtime work, it was pretty good. So I'm busy at work, whatever, you know. If you guys are busy at work, let me know down in the comment section. If you're not, let me know down in the comment section. I want to know how your guys' Friday was. Mine, even with the overtime that I had to do, was pretty good. I don't mind it. It's fun to stay busy, and we're staying busy here at Cerro Gordo Zoo, and you guys are here to watch this because this is where the fun begins. You can still see that the penguins are back there flapping their wings, not going anywhere. I don't know. That's just where they like to be, so that's where they'll just stay forever and ever, I guess. But let's get to doing some work today because we have some work to do. In the last episode, we built this wonderful moose exhibit, and you guys killed it once again in the comment section naming these animals. I appreciate that. Everybody who comments on the videos and adds animal names, I really do appreciate it. It makes my life a ton easier. Like a lot easier, like holy cow. A lot of you said that this is a big enough exhibit to smash all of the moose in here, so we're going to go ahead and do that. But I got to go name these things, and you guys are the ones who offered up names, and I selected a few. If I did not pick your name, I apologize. Keep trying, because I kind of select people sometimes at random because it's like all the names are good, and sometimes just because I get a chuckle out of it and it tickles my fancy. But let's go get the moose, and let's go get the name tags, and let's get these things named. Alright, we got 4 moose, so we're going to have 4 names on here. So first one, I'd like to give a big shout out to Love to Craft, who suggested that I name one Mountie after the, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, I believe it is? They're called Mounties. And since moose are found up in Canada, there's that. So I thought that was a wonderful name to name a moose. Second one, I got to give a big shout out to 2 C's, actually, because I laughed when I saw this because it was so silly and kind of ridiculous that I had to name a moose this. We're going to name this next one. It's, what do you call a moose that is a composer? It's Amadeus Mozart. Mozart. I know, it's silly. That's why I picked it, because it was just too perfect not to. And for moose number 3, we're going to go with Moose Bumps, and that is a big shout out to Mattisboy07 for dropping that name in the comments section. That was amazing. I was a big fan of the Goosebumps books back in my day. And so that just kind of hit my nostalgia bone there, and I had to go ahead and pick it. And for the final one, you guys saw this coming, Bullwinkle. Okay, so we had several people suggest the name Bullwinkle, actually. We had William Cunningham, Gavin Boland, and Star Nanny all go with Bullwinkle, and that is just too cliche, too spot on, too perfect to not pick it, so we're definitely going to go with that. So what do you say we go get these bad boys in there? Actually, I think it's only like half of them are bad boys. The other ones are bad girls. I know the albino moose is a bad girl. It would be a cow, actually. Do I have any names for... No, they're not really specific for the boys and girls. Whatever. We're just going to throw them in there. You know how we do things here at the zoo. We just kind of slam them in there and just whatever they get, they get. Now, I don't know if these moose are going to be a little crabby with me because I kind of shot them in the face last time I saw them, so we're going to go ahead and get this ready just in case I have to put them down again. Let's go ahead and get the hotbar ready and set up for... We don't need a sword in here. I'm not going to be killing any of them. Let's go get the hotbar set up for this, and then also we're going to grab the book. Okay, I'll move the book... I'll do it. All right, let's get some of this set up first, and then we'll go ahead and let's figure out which ones they actually are. You know, yeah, I won't need the gun right away. I won't need the gun right away. Not for the first one. I have faith. I'll be fine. Or I can just run away. One of those. All right, so here we go. The first one is going to be Bullwinkle. Actually, I do want to make sure that I get one that has all the antlers and stuff as Bullwinkle. So if this is not a male, you can probably tell it for sight. I'm going to switch it. That is not a male. So this one's going to be Mountie. Okay. And then this one, ooh, that's Bullwinkle right there. Bam, Bullwinkle. And then this one, so that means either Mozart or Moose Bumps is going to be the albino. Haha. Okay, so Amadeus Mozart is going to be the other male, and that means Moose Bumps. Oh, I'm trying to put down the name tag. No, I thought I had an albino. Moose Bumps is going to be right there. I caught an albino, didn't I? I got to get out of here before these things wake up. I distinctly remember catching an albino. Or did it, like, change? Is this it right here? Or did I miss it? Is it still in my bin? That's interesting. The moose is not in my bin there. I swore I caught one of those things in an earlier episode. I'm pretty sure. I might even have to go back and watch my own episode to see, but there does not appear to be an albino moose in there. Wait a second. I'm going to go actually, because I kind of remember where it was. Did I just, like, see it but not catch it? We'll go take a little flight here and see if I can find it. Alright, so we are over here by the ruins of Rocket Inc. I still like that build. I think that's a lot of fun. In case you guys don't know, that is a shout out, a little Easter egg to Pixelmon Revolution, the series on my channel. That series actually has come to an end by now. In case you guys haven't noticed, haven't been posting much from there, and we finally did close down the server. So if you were hoping for more Pixelmon from Pixelmon Revolution, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. But, you know, I'm sure Pixelmon will come back to the channel one of these days. I'm going to take a power nap here because creepers be creeping, but I'm pretty sure the moose was around here someplace. Where did it go? Creepers. Creepers. Be creeping. Get back. Shoo. I'll take your gunpowder, though. Oh, there's a squirrel. I don't really need a squirrel. I have one, actually, already wrapped up. Oh, here's a zombie. Hi. That does not look like a moose. Neither does that. Bears and lions, no moose. You okay, buddy? You look like you're getting a little dizzy. Whole bunch of butterflies. I'm not going to get wrapped up in that, though, because these things drive me a little insane. So, yeah, I'll just let those guys fly. Tiger, not what I'm looking for. Where's that moose? I thought I had it. All right, well, I'm not seeing the moose out here. I could have swore I had an albino one, though, that I caught. I was really pumped about it. It's a little depressing. Oh, well, I mean, we still have 4 healthy moose back there already, so I think I shouldn't complain too much. It's always good to have some healthy animals. But I'm going to fly back. I guess we only have 4 regular colored moose. Okay. I guess that's the way the cookie crumbles. Bye, Rocket Inc. We're going to go back to the zoo. All right, back in the storage area. Now, in today's episode, you might be wondering to yourself, Self, what is he going to be building today? I kind of want to know these things. And that's probably a valid question. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to be adding another exhibit. Let's look at the map. Let's look at the actually above ground area of the map. We're going to be adding another exhibit, and I kind of want to smash it in like right in this area, which means I got to do a little bit of terraforming here because I didn't actually finish it right there. I just kind of built that up for the bear exhibit. I want to put another exhibit in like right here, and I got kind of an idea-ish about kind of what I want to build there. But I don't know what animal I want to build it for. Now, it has to be something that can't climb, so I gotta look through here and try to find something that doesn't climb. I mean, coconut crabs don't. I could build an exhibit, a big exhibit for coconut crabs. Jaguars, I think, might get out. Walruses wouldn't be a bad one. But I think what I'm gonna have to do is just look through here and try to find something that I can build a nice exhibit for, because I gotta fit something in there, and I don't really have anything specifically planned. But I do have an idea of what... It has to be something that can go on land, specifically. Because the idea of what I have, I need to have that. A hippo, maybe? No, that's kind of a swamp more. A rhinoceros. That could work. Why don't we do a rhino exhibit? I think that'd be kind of fun. Do I have any other ones, or did I just catch that one? I probably only caught that one. Plus, if these things are anything like the Sumatran rhinos from last season, if they run into each other, they're going to levitate off the ground. So I don't really want to be doing that, because that won't really help out much. I do have another moose. Oh, that's got to be the albino one. That has to be, unless my memory is totally junk. Which, I mean, let's be real here. It could be. Okay, we need another name. Okay, there was actually some honorable mentions, but one of them that really stuck out to me, and I'm going to go ahead and just name it that right now, is Alberta, one of the provinces of Canada, and that was suggested by Matt Myers, actually. And if I had a 5th moose, I was going to name it that, but there we go. I do have a 5th moose. Let's go put this in there. I think I'm going to be making a black rhino exhibit in this episode. Oh, it's nighttime. Creepers be creeping. I'm going to just hide in my little hole here and take a nap. All right, the zombies be cooking out here, except for that guy. He's got a helmet on. So these guys are die. Oop, missed that one. Die. Creepers. All right, the moose are in place though, so I kind of have to be careful here because the moose could probably charge it. Like 3 of them are over there, and then there's this female over here. So can I just kind of jump over this with my elytra? No, of course I can't. I don't have the mad skills to do that. Let's grab the ground blocks real quick here. Let's just grab some stone out of here real fast, and then we'll just use this to cheat our way up in here. All right, let me do a little parkour along the edge here, try to get away from that other moose. Never mind. We'll just jump over the back over here. All right, try to keep a distance away from those. I got the tranquilizer gun on the ready. Let's try to hop in here. I also want to get the those on the ready. All right, let's try to put this down. Is this the albino moose? It is. It's going to be named Alberta. All right, let's get out of here. All right, with all the moose in place, this whole adventure is, I mean, we're probably like halfway through the episode or something like that, and I'm just now getting started. I got some catching up to do. I have to terraform this to be better than what it is. But also, this is kind of the area that I was thinking about doing a little bit of construction right here. Maybe I can actually fit 2 exhibits in here, looking at how big this is. It's only 1 rhino that I have, so I don't really need to make a monstrous exhibit, because I could squeeze 1 more in right here. So maybe I'll just limit it to maybe right here. Maybe about the size of the bear pen, or about, yeah, about 2/3 the size of the bear pen. I think would be pretty good for a rhino. All right, so I got to do some terraforming here, so let me get to work on placing a bunch of stone. Alright, a whole lot of terraforming later. As you can see here, I actually kind of changed the shape of this land up here completely. Filled all this in, brought this out here. So there's going to be 1 block drop down right here as it leads over to the rest of the zoo over here. Over to where the waterfall is there, where it looks all nice and pretty. In here, though, this should be enough room for 1 rhino, I'm thinking. I mean, he's got a little bit of room to stretch out. I did miss a block right here, though. I already got the cobblestone in for where I want the walls to be. But this area right here, I kind of carved it kind of flush with the wall because I don't have a lot of stuff in here that really represents a mining colony yet in here. I got some buildings which kind of look all rustic and stuff, but I don't really have any, like, mine carts going around or anything like that. So I kind of want to add that in today's episode if I could. But I've just suddenly become aware that it's turning nighttime. And I've known for a while now, as I'm sure you all have. The creepers be creeping. Now that that power nap is out of the way, I can get to work on the rest of this exhibit here. All right, so you can see this is a little bad down here. This is not really that great. It's not finished. It's still quite a bit to do. I got to actually probably fill this in. I'm okay with it actually going down this far, actually. I just got to fill this in, I'm thinking, so that I can get the land actually right here. Now, I did look up black rhinos, because I don't really know anything about them, to be honest. I know that they're rhinoceroses, and that's what they are. So I had to, I had to look them up. And I found out that they live primarily in Africa, in areas that are very dry, it looks like plains and arid environments like that. So I think I'm going to have to try to dress to match here for this place. Now, I put a lot of grass in here right now, but that's just a temporary placeholder. The stone right here, I kind of like the idea of that jutting out because it's leading into the side of the mountain here. So I'm going to probably keep with that idea, but I'm going to have it kind of blend in a little bit better here. And I want to make it so that there actually is like a little mining area here inside of this exhibit. Like, it's not going to go into a mine because I don't want the rhino just to go on a field trip into a mine. I mean, I can have parts of it, but I want to build it into this cliff edge right here, and maybe even have a little section where the rhino could go inside, so he has a little shelter. Let's actually get to work on that. I kind of like that. I'm going to carve it into the side of here too, so it looks like an actual like cave that he could go inside. And maybe even, it might even, I know this goes against all zoo rules here, might even block the view of the patrons that are here trying to see the rhino. Not much though. Like I said, I'm just going to kind of carve this back a little bit here and try to work on creating a little bit of like a tunnel cave structure thing that the rhino can actually go and get out of the sun and just relax in. There we go. All right, so that's like a little cave system kind of thing. And it's kind of like what I was thinking of. So the patrons, or the people visiting the zoo here, will be up here. You know, they'll be just chilling, looking over the fence here that's going to be there eventually, and they'll be able to look in here and they'll be able to see the rhino. Now the rhino might come in here to get out of the sun. I know rhinos don't like live in caves, but because I'm trying to get this to actually I just thought about it. That'd be kind of fun to have a cave dwelling rhino. Because I'm trying to get this to kind of blend in with a little bit more of the mining area, I want to make sure I add caves, tunnels, things like that, especially when I get near hillsides and whatnot. I don't want to miss this opportunity. So if this rhino is going to be living in a mountain zoo that's all dedicated to like the concept of mining in a town or an old mining colony, he's going to have to learn how to live in a cave. So So I'll do that up the cave here in a little bit. But first, let's work on, before I do that, let's work on out here. So all this grass obviously needs to be changed over. I'm going to need to go get more blocks. I do have a fair amount of sand. I'm going to need some sand. I do have some limestone I just mined up right now, which I didn't really mean to, or do I need? Oh yeah, the coarse sandy dirt. I forgot I have that stuff, and it's amazing. I'm going to definitely be using that in this build for sure. What else can I squeeze in here to really make this look good? I think coarse dirt would look pretty fantastic. Let's go to the bat backpack, because I think I have some in there. I do have some, not much. Oh, no, I have some more right here. That's actually plenty. And I don't really know. I'm going to need some gravel. I'm going to need more than 6 pieces, though. I don't really know if I need anything else other than that. That's not the right backpack at all. Let's see. There's more gravel. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's get to work on this. I'm going to be adding quite a bit of sand, actually, because like I said, these rhinos live primarily in Africa, in like the dry areas. It looks like from what I saw in a lot of the pictures. I'm not exactly an animal expert, but judging from the area, I'm guessing it's probably pretty dry and sandy and arid. So for sure, going to be adding quite a bit of sand into this build here to make it look so. All right, now I'm in the process of adding this sandy coarse dirt to it, or this coarse sandy dirt here, just in sprinkling it in places. I want to make this kind of a prominent block, just like the sand was, except for maybe not quite as much. So I'm just did maybe like the second tier block in this exhibit. I want to have this kind of spattered all over the place. I think it makes a really good fit with the sand itself, because it makes things like, I mean, look at this. It's already starting to look kind of like a dry, arid area. Once you add in the path blocks, this thing is going to pop for sure. I think it's going to look a lot better. Let me drop that in there for right now. Every once in a while, I'm throwing in a bit of gravel also, because I don't need it to be all just sand or sandy coarse dirt here either. So, is it nighttime already? Holy cow. So I do want to make sure that I sprinkle in the blocks from outside into the cave just a little bit as it's kind of like entering this area, which actually that might be good enough. Oops, I just kind of fell off a 1-block cliff right there. Maybe one more a little bit farther in here, and we'll make it something. I guess I'll make it another sandy coarse block here. I don't really have another piece of sand. I was going to drop a bit of sand in there, but I think that looks fine the way it is. All right, now inside here, actually, I don't mind breaking this up a little bit and putting in some of this, like kind of making these dirt patches in here, using the sandy coarse dirt as well as the regular coarse dirt too, to kind of break this up, make it look a little bit dry in here as well. Something along the lines of that. Now I gotta do a little bit more work in there, but I think I'll be adding gravel and maybe even cobblestone and stuff, so I don't want to take up the entire area in there. Let's get back out here though. So I do want to make sure I throw in a little bit of gravel here or there too, so that gets blended in as well with this area. And then I'm thinking possibly even stone. Yeah, possibly stone. Stone might work. Let's go ahead and just drop some bits of gravel in here too. And then we're going to have to work on vegetation. Vegetation is going to be an interesting one, because I did not go hunting for any new types of vegetation recently, and I kind of wish I would have, because I really want to expand my vegetation backpack, my foliage backpack. I need Maddie. Maddie, can you just like hack into this world, even though it's a single player, and just get in here and collect a bunch of different plants for me, please? Thanks. That'd be great. All right, so that's basically done right now. I do want to go ahead and drop in some coarse dirt, regular coarse dirt in places as well, here and there. I know it's a little bit darker than just the sandy coarse dirt, but that's fine. That's why I'm not going to throw it in all over the place, just kind of spattered in lightly in places. And I did say I want to put some stone in places too, so maybe I'll add that for like stone piles if I have room for that. But I do want to leave a lot of this open since rhinos are primarily in like the open fields. I don't really want to put too much vegetation or trees or anything in here, actually, to be honest. I want to make this look great on its own. So maybe I'll leave that the way it is. Now this actually is dirt, not coarse dirt here, but I'll just replace it just because of anal details. You know, I'm just like being anal retentive or being OCD, trying to make sure it's all nice and pretty. All right, so now I think the last thing we got to do is we got to mat down a lot of this. And that should make it, they do what path blocks do, make it pop. Alright, that's looking pretty good. I think what I want to do before I get too carried away, though, is let's get this backpack out right here. Let's start yeeting all this stuff in here right now, because I'm not going to need it for this next part. That frees up a lot of room. Let's go ahead and grab the wood backpack. And we're going to get ourselves some fir wood. I'm going to go ahead and get the outline for the walls actually put in here, because that's going to be super important then for getting the rest of this exhibit done, because I always add this to the last, and then I kind of forget, and I have to try to cram it in there. So I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to try to be proactive. Ooh, that's not proactive. That's just an incorrect block placement. I'm going to try to be proactive and actually get this put in place beforehand. Huh? Look at me learning and stuff. I got the walls put in. All right, sweet. So yeah, I think those look all right. I think that looks pretty good, actually. They'll work great for the walls. Now I'll get around to doing the stuff on top, like the steel bars and whatnot, in a little bit. But first I want to get in here and work a little bit more on this part in here, where the Rhino can come inside and get some shade. Let's see, we are going to need squid backpack. I need you desperately in my life. I need some of those for sure. Probably won't use cobble slabs. I'm definitely going to be putting some buttons around this place. And I'm probably going to need to throw in a heat lamp or 2 or 3 even in this part right here. I hear a skeleton. Looks like there's a skeleton up on the map from here. 50. Wonder if there's something over there. I'll find them later. But for right now, I'm just going to keep working on this. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn this into actually a little bit more of a cave-looking structure, as opposed to just some blocks that make a vague-looking shape of a cave. We're going to go ahead and add in a few details in here to make it look a little bit more smoothed out. Something that actually looks a little bit more defined as a cavern. See, this is already looking better, just those little bits and details like that. I lied, by the way, when I said I didn't need these. I do. So we're going to go ahead and add those in places too. Like so. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Yeah, alright, that looks pretty good. Not gonna complain at all about that. Alright, sweet. Alright, so now I am going to go ahead and add that was on accident, but actually, you know what? I kind of like... never mind, I'm going to take this off. Alright, I kind of like it. Now, let's go ahead and do that up the ground a little bit. So we're not going to need the squid backpack, but we are going to need the ground blocks backpack here, because I'm going to be needing some of this for sure. And you know what? We're just gonna be happy with that. We're just going to use gravel in various parts of this. And then the rest of the stuff we can use either cobble slabs or andesite, actually. I just realized I should probably squeeze in here too. Actually, when all else fails, a really good block to add is path blocks. So I think I'm going to add those in occasionally, sporadically throughout here. I think that always adds a really good texture to any surface, actually. It's weird how much I actually just obsess over the path blocks. All right, so those are all put in. I even got some pebbles spattered around too. Now, one thing I absolutely love adding in these caverns here is actually dirt on the ceiling, because you can add those roots on the underside of it, which I think look really cool. So we're going to go ahead and sprinkle in a few of this, and then we're going to add a couple of those roots. I think I still have a couple of them. Not many of them, actually. So I'm kind of running a little low on them. But hopefully we have enough to actually get a couple spots in here put down. Let's go check the plants backpack here. I have 5. Okay, that's not a lot. It's not a lot. I'm gonna get a little nervous, but let's go ahead and actually put some of these things in here too. Like one right there too. How does that look from outside? Like when people are looking at this, are they gonna be able to even see those? Probably not. Let's go ahead and there's that one right there. Let's go ahead and just drop one right there too. Let's go ahead and put these back, because I don't want to keep using those. Grab the dead bushes, because those are going to come in handy here real soon. And we're going to go ahead and sprinkle the dead bushes around in this place as well, because this is supposed to look like a dry and arid environment. I believe I've got mini cacti. Yeah, right here, tiny cactus. Now, I don't think these actually hurt you when you walk over them, but they don't, but I think that might be because I'm wearing boots. Just to make sure, because I don't want to put these down in here if this is going to hurt the rhinoceros. Oh, it does. Look at that. Be gone. Alright, I don't want to take that chance. I'm not trying to hurt the rhinoceros, so... there is a way around that. Let's get this stuff out of my inventory, because it's just taking up space. There is a way around that. Involving cactus and a clay pot. To make it kind of look like there's a cactus in here. But I'll worry about that in a little bit. I could also put an actual cactus in here, but then same problem. It runs into it and it dies. Let's go ahead and put the heat lamps in here too, so that we can try to hide, if I can, the lighting in here. There's actually some andesite there. Bam. I see I used it. I'm the best. High five. I'm thinking that looks pretty good. Pretty good. All right, not going to complain at all. Now, I do actually want to add more andesite in there, because that's totally not enough. Let's go ahead and get the squid backpack out again and drop that up in there. And ground blocks, is it in there? Do I have andesite in here? I do, I have some. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put that in here as nodes, just like what I do in most of the zoo in various places. You know what, that was actually kind of on accident like that, and I kind of like it. Liking it less the more I look at it. That way this looks like a node of andesite kind of stuck in the ground right here. I still hear the skeletons. Yeah, alright, that looks pretty good. And I'm going to do that in a couple places, maybe like right here, kind of hugging the wall. Like that. Maybe have it look like it's kind of sticking out right there. Yeah, okay, I like that. Yeah, I'm thinking that's probably enough. Alright, so let's go ahead and just eat the rest of that back in there. I don't need that. I shan't be needing that anymore. And we're going to also go ahead and put this cobble blocks, the cobble stairs and the slabs back in there, as well as the buttons. AKA this. Is there some stone in there? I don't know why that's in there. We're going to go ahead and put that back where it belongs. And by that I mean we're just going to eat it into whatever place I can find. Alright, so there's a couple of things I do want to put in here though, like food for the rhino and water for the rhino, because I don't have any water currently there. So we're going to go make a cauldron and fill that up. And then we're going to probably make another basket. We're going to put some food in there. Not gonna lie, I really don't even know what rhinos eat. I mean, they're herbivores, aren't they? So maybe I'll throw some carrots in there. That'll probably work. I got the cauldron made and the food barrel made. I'm just gonna get in there and get that going. Now I do want to do my little trickaroo here, where I'm gonna turn it into a stone barrel looking thing, and then that way it'll blend in with the ground a little bit better, because I'm gonna go put it back here, kind of maybe a little in the cave. Maybe right here I'll throw it. So I have the food barrel right there, and then grab the stone, right click on it, and bam, just like that, it's a stone barrel. I think that's one of the coolest things in here. Alright, so we want to add just carrots in there. Now this is just a visual thing, it's not to actually feed it, because I'm going to keep it wild, but there, it's got some food to eat back here. One thing I wanted to do, like I said, I wanted to create this looking like a mining colony, and to do that, I think what I need to do is get a little bit more active with these like oak planks that are in the shape of a crate. Let's grab the chisel out here and see if we can't do that to the rest of them. Which one is it? It looks like a crate. There we go. Let's chisel all those two. And then we got 13 of them here. Now I do also want to grab some, let's get, actually I can make this out of some of this dark oak wood because I'm not using it as much. I do want to make a bunch of crafting tables, because I think these things work together really nicely. Crafting tables and these crate looking things. And I want to make it so it looks like this is actually like a little storage area back here. Like, it's like, I don't like how this looks. It's too flat. It's too boring. Maybe something like that. So it looks like there's actually some stuff stored back here, actually, if you know what I mean. It's like I said, it's supposed to be looking like a mining area. Now, I don't have the mod installed for like, or it's a plugin actually, I think, for Minecraft, where you can have like armor stands you can make invisible and stuff, because I would totally put like items like pickaxes leaning on the walls and stuff. I think that would look really cool, but unfortunately I don't have that. So I don't want to, like, I would love to put a stack of crates right here, but then the rhino could just get out, so that's not going to do any good. So maybe I got to do one a little bit off the wall, or a little bit off the wall, so that it can't escape. Place right there. Right there. Yeah, alright, so it looks like there's some storage crates here, like there's an operation going on. And there's just a rhino living in it. Of course, it's nighttime. You know, that's probably pretty good. Just a couple of spots where there's some extra storage crates and whatnot. I think that looks pretty good. I don't think the rhino can get out of there. I can, though, so that's kind of nice. The rhino can't sprint jump and doesn't have an elytra to fly, but it does have to suffer through leg spikes like that. Wow. Alright, so let's go ahead and yeet this stuff back into there. I don't really know where to put these things, so I'm just going to throw them in there for right now. I think that's pretty good. Thinking that's pretty good. Alright, so now the last thing we got to do in here, though, of course, is to add the vegetation. The dried, arid stuff. So dried bamboo, that probably would look pretty good. Oh, I didn't add the cauldron, did I? Yeah, they don't have any place to actually, like, drink water. Maybe we'll just put that right here. Like so. And then fill that bad boy up. There we go. Food and water for the rhinos. Now, I think this does grow, if I'm not mistaken. So what I want to do, actually, is grab a little bit of string, and I want to put that right there so that doesn't grow any farther. And this sucks right there, so I don't really like that. Maybe put it right there, and maybe we'll put string right there too, so that doesn't grow any farther. So we'll leave that just like that, just some dried areas like the way it looks right now. Never to grow up. It's like Peter Pan. No mushrooms. This is not supposed to be a damp area at all. So we're looking for, it's like thorns will look good, but obviously I don't want to hurt the rhinos. The sea oats are probably gonna look fantastic. Plus I can put them on sand, which is incredible. So we're gonna go ahead and sprinkle these guys in here too, like so. That looks pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and eat those back into the backpack. Eucalyptus. I know eucalyptus probably wouldn't be growing in this area, but how does it look? Looks a little. I mean, it looks a little too green, but I think putting like just one in there will look fine. Oh, I do need to do the cactus trick thing, so it actually, because I think a cactus looks amazing in here, but I don't want to hurt the rhino. I suppose I don't even know if the rhinos actually get hurt by the tiny cacti. I could test it, but I don't really want to hurt the thing if it does work, so we're going to go do the little trick instead. All right, I got myself a flower pot. So let's go ahead, and there's kind of a dead space like right in this area here, so we're going to just slap that down right there. Take a cactus. Beautiful. All right, so looks like there's a cactus, and that one, actually, let's take the boots off. That one doesn't hurt things when they run into it. So I know it looks a little weird, but it also doesn't grow, and that'll be it. There, we got a cactus. All right, so now we just need some good old-fashioned bone meal. I think we'll do the trick, and we can actually get this place finished off. One thing I wouldn't mind adding also is maybe a cobweb inside of the cavern area too. Someplace up top, up high. Right in here maybe. That looks good. Now, no one's going to see that. Like, no one's going to see that when they're up there looking, so I don't know why I went that far as to add it, but it's the added details, you know, it's a little added details like that. All right, let's go ahead and get some of this grass growing here, get this nice and built up and nice and tall. Some of these leaf piles can go away because obviously they are not going to be growing here. If there's a little eucalyptus thing here, so I'll leave some of those right there. There's not going to be many leaves on the ground. Also flowers, I don't think I'm going to have any flowers here. This is supposed to be a very dry area, so the grass, if I could actually have dead grass, which I think is a thing, isn't it? Isn't dead grass in here? Dead grass right there. I don't know where to find it, but it's a thing. I think there's also like desert grass and stuff that I don't really have, so otherwise I'd be adding that for sure. Maddie, I need help. Yeah. But let's go ahead and just sprinkle in this bone meal, get this grass growing here, and then that should finish off the exhibit. By finish off the exhibit, I'm using that term very loosely because I actually didn't finish this area up here at all, so I kind of have to do that. Get the fence put in up top, of course. But then the zoo or the exhibit will be finished. All right, there we go. The fence is put in. It looks pretty nice. I do have to do a little bit of work, like as far as in between here, kind of building up some landscape, changing that hillside over just a little bit to be more something in line. I kind of added a little spike right there to kind of blend in with the rest of the environment as it's going on. Whoa. Okay. What? Why are you in the tree? And you could totally get out from there. How are you in the tree? Okay, so we got to do a little recovery effort here because that guy's not supposed to be in there. I don't need that. I need an empty net. We're going to just kind of give you a little pop. Get you to sleep. Then we're going to try to get up there and land next to you if I can fly. Learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. All right, we're going to come down here real quick and land softly. Scoop you up. Ingrid. It was Ingrid was the one that was up in a tree. Why are you up in the tree? All right, let's go ahead and put you down here. Ingrid, there you go. You're safely down at the bottom here. That was freaky. Okay, provided no more elephants climb trees. I think that's about it. Now, I do have to put a path in here. That's something I'll probably work on in between episodes or on my a little bit later time or something like that. I'll probably forget by next episode, let's be honest here. Sometimes my mind wanders or I get wrapped up in another series. I do have a lot of other series that I've got to get going on in recording. If you guys haven't been watching Subnautica, that wrapped up actually, so we're going to have a new series next Monday, so please tune in. It's going to be a good one. I'm kind of excited for it. I'm going to be returning to New York City in it, so hopefully you guys tune in and watch because I'm pretty excited and pumped for it. Not to mention that, but next week is the finale for Among Trees, so if you've been watching that, it's coming to an end as well. So there's a bunch of space open for new stuff, and if you are one of my patrons, you know exactly what's coming up. And if you're not one of my patrons, well then, why not head on over to my Patreon? It's over there the link is in the description. But all right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this episode up. I need a black rhinoceros name, though. I have one. So one of you out there is going to be selected to pick the name of this rhino. So if you guys could, down in the comment section, please drop your name ideas. All right, the sun is setting, so I've got to get out of here because creepers be creeping. So thank you all for donating your eyeballs and ear holes to this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, please go down and smash that like button. It would really help me out a lot. I will see you guys next week with more ZAWA, so thank you all for watching, and bye-bye.